Still no fucks given.
Right there.
I was at work today.
Oh shit.
And this girl comes in. And she was like, oh, today's my birthday. Oh, happy birthday.
If you want to kill yourself or if you want to die, don't take the cowardly way out after you just killed all those people. You know what I mean? That just to me is not fair. Nobody gets closure.
You do so many things so many times and you get so many chances. Eventually, you gonna catch that one judge that's over the bullshit. They're like, do you see this rap sheet?
Like, Kenya talks all this shit about how she twirls for breakfast and what is she doing? She's from Detroit. But bitch, you are not about that life that you speak of. I want to start off by saying I'm a little under the weather today. So if you catch some sniffling or if you catch some droopy eye-ish things, it's that reason. It's not because I'm high. It's not because I'm drunk. It's not because of anything like that. Girls just don't feel good.
Which happens, you know, it's like
it happens.
Over here it's sunny, then it's rainy, and then it's windy, and it just really jacks with your allergies. And it's gotten to the point where I'll think I'm sick, but it's really bad allergies. Like, it's serious right about now.
But what's crazy is I've never been like the one to have the allergies and stuff every year. So I'm like, I'm hoping it's allergies. Nobody wants a cold, but if it is a cold, because I'm like, what allergies messes up your energy like that? Like, my energy is just draining out. I had some Zyrtec. I had some Allegra. Ain't it called Allegra? I had some Allegra. Only thing I didn't touch is that Benadryl, because we know about that Benadryl.
I can do Benadryl, but my allergies are so fucked that I take so much goddamn medicine. It doesn't even matter. Y'all didn't hear that.
Yeah, I hear that.
Anywho, so I am definitely your girl, Janae Besa.
And I'm your girl, Jazzy M.
And as always, this is Justified Juice TV.
Justified Juice TV.
So let's get the, I guess you could say, sad things out the way.
I call it a little bit more crazy shit that happens in our United States of America. Mm-hmm.
Ironically, on a military base called Fort Hood, of all goddamn places, apparently it's in Texas, this guy by the name of Ivan Lopez decided to shoot up the bitch, kill 3 people, and then kill himself afterwards.
What I don't like about that is how come when everybody, just because you're feeling suicidal, that don't mean that you have to take other people out with you, okay? If you want to kill yourself or if you want to die, don't take the cowardly way out after you just killed all those people. You know what I mean? That just to me is not fair. Nobody gets closure.
That's my main thing. It's like, we don't get to take you to court. We don't get to lock you up. The families don't get anything. You killed yourself. We don't even really get a real reason for what happened. At this particular point, it literally ends up becoming a thing of, okay, we have to talk to your wife because apparently you had a fucking wife. We have to talk to your family members and the military and the psychologists to figure out what they're going to say was going on with you because you offed your damn self before we could ask you.
But what's crazy about those kinds of things is usually they always have this story like they were a really good kid and we don't understand why they would do something like this. And you know what I mean? Like, no, I guess nobody ever really knows where their head's really at before they kill all these people or something like that.
In this particular case, we have Millie, who apparently was the one that did, I guess, like his psychotic or whatever, did his evaluations or whatever have you. They said he was being evaluated for post-traumatic stress disorder. He self-reported traumatic brain injuries. And then, however, he wasn't wounded in Iraq. He was being treated for behavioral problems and anxiety, plus a number of other psychological issues. That to me is saying that you knew you motherfuckers had a nut job and you just let his ass roam free with a fucking gun. That's ridiculous.
Right.
And I understand that on the news they're talking about, oh, he never went to Iraq. That doesn't fucking matter.
It really doesn't matter.
He's still in the training. He's still dealing with the crazy shit that you guys have them doing.
No, but what's crazy, okay, so I went to boot camp and I kind of know what it's like. As far as military life goes, I don't have the whole story of how it goes, but I done seen some crazy motherfuckers. And in boot camp, you're just coming in. Mm-hmm. You was crazy before your ass got here. We had a guy that we put on suicide watch. He just was getting up in the middle of the night, charging his weapon in the kill zone. Just charging it all night long. Nah, bruh.
Nigga, you need to go home.
He needs to get the hell up out of my bed because he's not killing me today. He ain't killing me today. So they took his shoestrings, they took his weapon, and all this other shit.
But send him home.
No, girl. They had him walking around with the people, with the soldiers. Girl, I'm like, why didn't he get discharged yet? I don't. Why is he not on? Well, he was on suicide watch, but girl, the look in his eye, he was crazy. I mean, just overall, I feel like you got to be damn crazy to join the military anyway. They should have known his ass was going to do something like that.
That's all the fuck I'm saying. Most definitely, condolences to the families that lost people. I'm sick of kind of having to say this shit every goddamn week. But shit.
More and more shit keeps happening. That's just the crazy world that we live in, though.
It is.
And people ain't got no damn sense. People don't know how to stay to yourself. You was going to a psychiatrist. How come you didn't tell that brother that you was ready to kill somebody? I'm just trying to figure out why didn't that question come up, or if it did come up, bitch, you ain't said it came up. So if the question didn't come up, why didn't you ask the question?
And seeing that they did know that he self-diagnosed himself with some fucking brain shit, y'all should have been really watching his ass.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like that was another situation, like I said a couple weeks ago, where somebody was being negligent, potentially lazy. Maybe they were more worried about somebody else, but they should have been worried about the motherfucker that just killed himself yesterday.
Wow.
That shit happened yesterday afternoon, if I'm not mistaken.
Pathetic.
So, shit happens, I guess, but let's hope things get just a little bit better.
Obviously, and condolences to all the families out there. All right, getting into some strictly local shit. Local shit, and we will start off with none other than the Juice Girls.
Of course!
We have a real nice little treat for you all.
So what we have going on here, starting May 5th, ironically, Cinco de Mayo, we will be on Go Juice Radio. So it happens to be, and technically an online podcast, but you can actually listen to it on TuneIn. So if you download the TuneIn app on your phone, it's like TuneIn Radio and all, like, swipe across what the fuck that shit's spelled like. And you'll essentially be able to listen to us on Mondays at 8 a.m.
from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Mm-hmm. And that's every Monday. We'll have fuckery, we'll have celebrity, we'll have local, we'll have everything you want to hear right there on Juice Radio.
It'll just be in the morning.
In the morning. Kind of like... Oh, what's tea is, it's after the Breakfast Club. So after you hear the Breakfast Club, you can go ahead and go over to GoJuiceRadio.com.
And listen to us.
And listen to the Juice Girls.
And of course, you can definitely do it on GoJuiceRadio.com, but you can also just download the TuneIn app.
How convenient.
That's what I do. I just downloaded the TuneIn app and I just type in Juice Radio. I believe you actually have to type in Go Juice Radio. And then you're able to find the radio station and just listen to it like that every Monday morning at 8 a.m. and you'll be able to hear us. And then also, of course, be able to watch us later on in the week. The beauty of this whole thing is that we are Tequila Girls. So our 1-year anniversary will be on Cinco de Mayo every year. So that's definitely going to be really fun for us. Now, of course, Jazzy does have a couple of local artists and potential, just Northwest artists in general that you'll be able to hear on our station, be able to learn more about on our station, that we'll be able to bring on to our station and interview, etc., etc.
Yeah. So, as we all know, I love the locals, and getting into some local shit. First, we'll go with Feasible the Germ. He has his new album out on iTunes. It's called 1000 Stings of Death. Kind of an interesting name, if you ask me.
He's kind of an interesting guy. Not in a bad way, but Feez is interesting. He knows that shit.
I mean, the picture, the photo, the album art is
his album art
hilarious.
Is always interesting.
So check out Feasible the Germ, 1000 Stings of Death on SoundCloud.com. And then moving on, Dante Peace come out with a single named Juice. Juice. How beautiful. Awesome name for your song. And you can check that out. You can check that out on SoundCloud.com as well. It's a little bit of an old school feel to that song. If you know old school East Coast music, it's kind of like that. Is that what you got for me? Kind of. Yeah. So, it's a really good song. Go ahead and check that out for all you hip-hoppers. Last but not least,
it's definitely a hip-hop song.
It's definitely a hip-hop song.
And I feel like people need to remember, there is a difference between hip-hop and rap.
What's crazy is with rap, you got pop rap, you got rap with a little bit of rock mixed in it. Like, you just got a whole bunch of different stuff.
You got different levels to that shit.
Hip-hop.
It's hip-hop.
This is definitely hip-hop. And then moving on, one more that I've been kind of keeping my eye on. Ill Chris, some know him as A-Logic. He has his album out, The Ill Chris Project, and you can find that on iTunes. So make sure you check that out. He's been doing a lot of different things now. He's actually on tour, I believe, right now. So big shout out to Ill Chris as well.
And, you know, it's funny, whenever these artists go on tour, a lot of them go to the same damn gym I do. So I'll end up roaming around, and then I'll see Il Chris, I'll see Nacho, I'll freaking see, I think I seen, not Dante Peace, I might have seen Jay Pender the other day. But it's like they're always in there getting their workout on, and they disappear. Because, of course, you want to look good when you're on tour. I'll be like, you got a tour coming up, don't you?
That's
funny.
Yeah,
I got a show coming up.
I done seen your ass too many times this week.
Because you've been going in, and they come late. Like, get the fuck in there and get out.
Right, get in and get out.
But off some real shit, that's a good look. I feel like there's a lot of artists that I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing to not care about if you're in good shape or not, but I personally feel like if you motherfuckers are going to be looking at me, I'm going to hit the gym. That's just me.
Well, just want to look good for yourself first, okay? Once you want to get looking good for yourself, and then you get in the habit, then you don't have to worry about everybody else looking at you crazy when you look crazy.
I just like looking at myself and actually liking what I see. That's just me. But hey, if you like what you see,
I wear tight, goddamn word that I say. Shit, okay? I don't have time to be all out of place.
falling out in the crevices of the outfit and shit.
Why would I want to do that? That sounds crazy.
Sounds like the shit that we see on Third. Girl,
that's Belltown finest right there.
I was at work today.
Oh shit.
And this girl comes in. And she was like, oh, today's my birthday. Oh, happy birthday. She was like, oh, I got a Nicki Minaj outfit. Oh. What do you mean you got a Nicki Minaj outfit? She was like, a Nicki Minaj outfit.
No, I don't know.
First thing that came to mind was her fucking Halloween outfit. I'm like, what do you mean, Nicki Minaj outfit? And she was like, one of the outfits from her collection. I was like, oh, wait, which part of the collection? And she was like, it's a little black dress. I was like, oh, okay, her black dresses are cute. She was like, yeah, I'm wearing one of her outfits right now. I was like, are you?
What does she have on? Girl, let me take a drink to that. What does she have on?
Girl, she had on the leggings where they're like the blue leggings with the gold chains on it.
Girl, you can find them at Papaya.
Apparently, you can also get them at Kmart in the Nicki Minaj collection.
I didn't know Nicki was at Kmart, girl.
Nicki picked Kmart because her main thing was she wanted to go where her fans are. She knows good and well that her fans don't necessarily have all that damn money.
But what about Macy's? Macy's not too steep.
Well, her perfume is in Macy's.
So that's why she should have put her clothing line there, too.
Yeah, but this way you get money from Macy's and Kmart.
Very true.
Mm-hmm. And I think she also does something with Walmart.
No shade, girl. Clothing line is a clothing line, though, really, to be honest.
And if you're going to put it somewhere
that's... People are going to buy it.
Exactly. And, she made sure that her stuff was at a good price point, kind of like the Kardashians. They put their stuff in Sears so that it was at a good price point. That way anybody and everybody can get it.
They actually have some cute bags.
Yeah. I was just thinking that they have some cute Michael Kors looking bags.
Yeah.
They look like Michael Kors bags, and they're pretty cute.
No, I shout out to the celebrities that know that, like, sometimes your music is at some point, your music is going to die out. Okay?
That's something that I talk about with a lot of the artists out here.
You have to be making other moves to put yourself in a position to be not an artist anymore. Okay? Because at some point, you get older. Sometimes you grow the hell up. And then you're not even into it anymore.
And even then, the music is only going to make you so much money.
Yeah.
These artists like Jay-Z, Diddy don't ever even do money, and he still got more money than half of you motherfuckers. Ooh. But guess what? He got fucking labels. He has artists. He has clothing. He has drinks. He has so many things going on, girl. To where it's like no matter what, he's making money. He can make music. He doesn't have to make music. He's constantly has money coming in from all over the place. And that's the main way to get your money. It's like even if you work a regular 9 to 5, you should still do something else on the side.
And he owns his label.
He owns everything. And that's the other big part. Work for yourself if you can. I feel like, a lot of these artists definitely take note from what your favorite artist is doing and think about it. Do they have other stuff going on? And if they don't, how much money do they really have? Because don't let them fronting all this damn money off fucking fool you, because some of that money is rented money. Other parts of that money is money from the label that they end up having to pay back a little bit later. It's kind of like an allowance, if you will. So where they get
we've all seen the TLC story.
Hopefully.
We've all heard about Toni Braxton.
It's like, you know how that shit works. Don't let the fucking facade kill you.
We've all heard about 360 deals. They're out there. A lot of people don't even touch that money. And I really, really shout out those who think about that kind of thing. Like, I have to pay all these people. I have a hairstylist. I have a makeup artist. I have, you know,
and
clothing
you need to
stylist.
do other things.
And you just have to do other things if you want to live this grand life. So, I shout out to Nikki, though. She's definitely doing her thing right now.
I appreciate it.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm a womanist. Mm-hmm. I love it. All right.
Let's not get started on Beyonce. We're just going to change the subject,
girl,
because we'll be talking forever.
I woke up like this.
So, now, lastly, Jazz actually asked a nice little question on Facebook and was like, who is the best artist in the town? And we had a couple of, mentionings to where we actually
some good stuff.
We got some good shit going on. Some good dialogue, some good names that were popping up that I was like, okay.
And,
we'll do this once a week on the radio station. So, artists, start telling your people that we will have an Artist of the Week.
Artist of the Week.
And Artist of the Week will definitely get their music played.
Absolutely. We definitely are going to play potentially we can play your latest video if you do have one on our Juice channel. So, some names that kind of popped up, which some I agree with, my definition of what the best local artist out is, what's the best to you? What do you feel is the criteria for the best artist? I might like somebody, you may not. So when I ask that question, it's not necessarily to attack or, to try to call anyone out or to start some competition or anything like that.
Which is going to happen anyways.
Which is going to happen anyways because everybody out here is competitive. But we heard some good names. I got Gifted Gab, of course. And she's, the only female that's really doing her thing from Seattle right now. So,
side note, I don't really know too much about it, but I heard that somebody threw out a More Gang song diss. We'll talk more about that a little bit later when we actually listen to it a little bit more. But any hoodles, it's not that deep.
Then we got another More Gang member, Nacho Picasso. And then Self-Made Mega. I like Mega.
Mega's good. He has really good... I love his performances because he has, really good-ass energy. He's one of those artists where he goes on stage and he's by himself and you wouldn't even notice. Mm. He actually cracks me up because at the end he always does one song and then he brings everybody on stage. And these be the most offbeat motherfuckers. I remember at one show he was like, man...
At the Bear Project.
Yeah, I got people up here that don't know the words.
Oh, my God.
Half of y'all can't dance.
That was hilarious.
The other of you motherfuckers is just standing there. And he was like, and I gotta stay on beat.
That was hilarious. It was a good look to have that crowd participation.
Mm-hmm.
I do it every time. To that in local shows all the time. So yeah, that's it for the strictly local segment of the Juice Show. Macklemore was on the Hot 97 show on VH1. Why did Ebro try to really downplay Macklemore?
What did he say?
He just was saying things like, oh, okay. You know how when somebody talks to somebody with that demeanor, and who are you?
Motherfucker, I have more money than you.
He was giving that to fucking Macklemore. I was just like, now, I know you're on television, but you don't downplay somebody that's making millions of dollars right now in, a year?
But you know what happens, though? You get motherfuckers like Ebro that's been out for so long, and then they have that Charlemagne, Wendy Williams. The issue is that I actually like Charlemagne, so I really don't care what the fuck he does. But, he acts like he has that personality, and he tries to be that. And it's like, I get it. Maybe you don't necessarily like his music. Maybe you don't necessarily understand why he's popular. But you still have to respect that shit. Yeah. He's still fucking beating your favorite artist in your favorite artist's category.
Yeah.
So whether or not you agree with the fact that Macklemore is, quote-unquote, a Grammy Award-winning artist that does not have a label behind him, okay? You still need to respect that he's making the motherfucking numbers on his own.
And not only that, it's not him that's making the numbers. It's the fans. It's
people
what the fans
clearly like it. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean the rest of the fucking world doesn't like it. Right. And if I'm not mistaken, he's actually more popular outside the country than he is in the damn country.
It doesn't even matter where he's popular at. People are making him famous. You know, people are buying those albums. People are downloading his music. People are voting him to the top of the Billboard charts. People are doing this. His fans, who he reaches out to and makes feel good and makes them feel like they're a part of his music.
Mm-hmm. And that's why,
so don't be mad at Macklemore because he got Best Rap Song. That wasn't his choice. He didn't ask for that.
He just happened to get it. It's like, in last week's video, I was like, I don't agree with Billboard saying that his song Thrift Shop was the best hip-hop song of the year. No. That's fine for me to say that. But if Macklemore is sitting in front of me, I'm not going to fucking downplay him. It's my opinion to feel like your song isn't necessarily a full-on rap song to where it should be getting some title like that. But I'm not going to fucking downplay the fact that he's still an amazing artist and I actually like the damn song. Whoa. I just don't think that was the spot for the song in terms of chart ratings.
Well, not only that, though, if I was sitting in front of Macklemore and he asked me how I felt about that, I'd tell him the honest truth. To me, there's other rap songs out here that are a lot better. But one thing about you, Macklemore, is I respect you because nobody's doing it like Macklemore right now.
If anything, people want to do it like Macklemore. I feel like if Macklemore was black, we wouldn't have this many issues.
Nope.
But because,
he's white and he's associated with rap.
You know, he's white, and, it's kind of like when Eminem first came out, and, the difference between Eminem and Macklemore is that Macklemore has more of a poppy side to him. Eminem was straight hip-hop, and he worked with Dr. Dre. Yeah. So people fucked with him, people respected him, to the point where now we're like, oh, he's a white boy, but he's black. Right. With Macklemore, on the other hand, he's doing what the fuck he wants to do. Now, people out here in the town have issues with him, talking about, oh, I know who he really is, and he's not really like that. That's fine. But guess what? What he's doing right now is making him music. Is making him money.
It's an alter music. When you make your music, you're never really yourself.
You don't have to be yourself.
It's always like an alter ego. It's always like a costume, a mask that you put on.
It's a performance. Exactly. You're an entertainer. Exactly. I am entertaining you with a piece of me. So just because I'm all pop, like whenever you watch his interviews, he's super chill. He's probably high as hell, but he's super chill.
Always. He was looking at Ebro like,
nigga, what is your problem? Like that's the thing. Like He's from Seattle. Us people in Seattle, we're not, don't get me wrong. We talk shit in these videos. We're loud. But if you see us on a normal day-to-day basis, we're not. This is fucking an hour. We are here to entertain you guys, tell you what the fuck's going on, and do this shit in an entertaining ass way. So if you see me walking down the goddamn street, don't think I'm gonna be cussing every 5 seconds, rolling my neck all over the way, and just doing all types of crazy fuck shit. Yeah, I have my moments because this is still a part of me, but this is not me 24/7. Right. Which makes it funny to where when people automatically think that they know you when they watch these videos. Because it's like, yes, you know a part of me, but you only know a piece of me. You know the piece of me that I'm putting out there.
That I want you to know.
Exactly. I'm not saying that this is a complete fake of me. This isn't a script. I'm still talking. This is still a part of me if you hang out with me, but I'm kind of quiet sometimes. Believe it or not. So, let's talk a little bit about 2 Chainz now that we're over our local shit. 2 Chainz has decided to get himself into some shit after going in on motherfucking Tina, who I'm not really sure if she's going to go through with this, but she did say that she was actually contemplating on suing them because they kind of dragged her name through the mud and quote-unquote embarrassed her. But bitch, you put your Instagram out there. They didn't tell you to do that shit.
Well, guess what, Tina? You're not going to get nobody. You're not going to get nobody.
You put your ass back there. They told you to leave.
Look, though, here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. When they told you were on camera, you turned to the camera. You didn't tell them to stop filming you. You turned to the camera and you shouted yourself out, you raggedy bitch. You ain't getting no money. So just stop. Who told you to do that shit? Anyway.
I don't know, but she had to pull the nerve of the, y'all gonna hear from my lawyer. I'm like, bitch, you got a legal shield lawyer like me too? $19.99 a month.
No, she got hella bad because of the way he was like, go that way, and pointed her to the door.
And she was like, I am not a thought. Bitch, you was acting like one, trying to talk about how you're gonna be a name that isn't even the spelling of your name to get next to some dude that's talking about I only know you on Instagram. But whatever, that's beyond the case. Let me finish pouring my goddamn wine so I can talk about 2 Chainz and his fuck shit. So, apparently, I believe it was last summer, 2 Chainz was caught with some codeine on him, and in a nutshell, it's saying, in a felony complaint provided to Rolling Stone by the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, the rapper will be charged with possession of a controlled substance for unlawfully carrying codeine, a primary ingredient in the cough syrup-based mixture syrup. The rapper, who faces up to 3 years in prison if convicted, is set to be arraigned on Tuesday, April 8th in Los Angeles. All of this according to Rolling Stone, of course. So, was it worth the syrup?
Listen, 2 Chainz, I feel like he's gonna get off with that. So, how much did he get caught with?
They didn't say the amount.
Okay, because I guess it depends on the amount. But even then, though, it's kind of like, that's not one of those heavy drugs that are out here, like, really killing people. You're not transporting any heroin. He probably had enough to fucking, for personal use.
It's not,
I don't know.
I sometimes, the issue with that is that sometimes it just depends on which judge that you get. Sometimes I feel like these judges can potentially have it out for these motherfuckers.
Like, oh, you're not going to be a celebrity today, not in my courtroom.
Today, you're black with dreads.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And you had something that I don't like. You're going to jail.
Exactly. Like, sometimes they might give them a second chance and be like, you know, be good, but off some real shit, 2 Chainz has been caught with some crazy ass shit. I've done a few blog posts about how he's had his tour bus raided and how he's been caught with weed and guns and all types of crazy shit. So it kind of jumps back to where Chris Brown is at, to where it's like, you do so many things so many times and you get so many chances, eventually you gonna catch that one judge that's over the bullshit. They're like, do you see this rap sheet? This shit flaws all the way across the room. Go
like
walk your ass to the back.
Days when they have that scroll and it just keeps
going
out and out.
Like, what am I gonna do with this?
T.I.'s ass. You see, T.I. had to sit his ass the fuck down. After
it's
a
like,
while,
I've tried. It's like, we've been nice to you so many times, and I just feel like even if they let him go,
oh well,
who's to say he doesn't do some fuck shit later on, and then all of a sudden he gets more than just 3 years?
Well, 2 Chainz is too old for this.
He's way too old for this shit.
And what were you doing to have gotten caught? You know, you might have been speeding, or you might have, you know, just doing something to catch police attention. Like,
and that's my thing.
If you had all this shit with you, what made you do anything else illegal?
Exactly. Like, I was telling Jazz, like, last night or the night before last, I got pulled over because of a headlight. Like, my headlight was out. I didn't do anything illegal. I wasn't speeding. No, nothing. I just didn't have a headlight, so I got pulled over for that shit. Knowing that we always... Knowing that we always, you know, drink during our videos, I was like, well, before I do anything tonight and I go driving when it gets dark, I need to go make sure I get this light fixed. Why? Because I'm not going to be driving around with a bottle in my car and a fucked up light just asking someone to pull my ass over. I would rather make it to where you're not pulling my ass over. Why would you put a zipper in your weave, bitch? Anyways, I'm not trying to give them a reason to pull my ass over.
She wanted an invisible part, bitch. Like,
we're not talking about that. That is ridiculous. How did you even get that? Anyways, I can't with this, you guys. I just can't. I just didn't want to give them a reason to do it. So it's like, yeah, what the fuck did you do? At that particular point, I really don't care, just because I feel like, I swear, he's been caught with this shit multiple times. And like she said, this motherfucker's in his goddamn 30s. He's like 36, 37, so I need him to act right.
Older 30s.
Atlanta 911 operator 6175. What is the address to the emergency? The Biltmore Hotel. What's the address, ma'am? I don't know the address. You have 2 Cross Street? The Biltmore. Is it West Peach Street and Biltmore? 6th Street. 6th Street, and I don't know the others together. Okay. Do you need police, fire, or an ambulance, ma'am? Police, please.
What's your name?
817 West Peachtree.
817 West Peachtree Street. And what's your name?
Kenya, Kenya.
And why do you need police, ma'am?
I've just been assaulted.
Who assaulted you, ma'am?
Portia Williams.
Portia Williams? Okay.
Yes.
This bitch has been waiting to do this shit for a while.
Which room are you in?
I'm on the third floor. I'm on the third floor.
Is she black or Hispanic, ma'am?
Black.
What color shirt is she wearing?
She's wearing a gold dress.
What color dress, ma'am?
Gold.
What color pants? Okay, does she have a weapon?
No, I don't think so.
And what exactly happened, ma'am?
She hit me in my head and was fighting me, hitting me.
And where is she now, ma'am?
Here at the hotel.
Was she still in the room with you?
No.
Do you know where she went?
No, I do not.
Okay, do you need to go to the hospital?
No.
All right. Just to make sure I have everything correct, I have this is 817 West Peachtree Street Northeast at the Biltmore Hotel. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and where are you waiting for the police? In the room or in the lobby?
I'm upstairs.
Okay.
On the third floor.
Just waiting on the third floor?
Yes.
Okay. We'll get the police out there, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Dum dum dum.
Oh. See,
Porsha went upside that bitch's head.
Okay, but what makes me mad about that is like Kenya talks all this shit about how she twirls for breakfast and what is she doing? She's from Detroit. But bitch, you are not about that life that you speak of.
Because she was acting like she was ready to go head to head with Phaedra when Phaedra was like, "Oh, I'm gonna slap you," and she was like, "Not today."
No, you will not.
Acting like she was gonna buck back. Bitch, you ain't bucked nowhere but towards your phone and dialing 911. That was the only bucking that your ass did.
Porsha on top of that.
She said she fought me and started hitting me upside my head.
I just want to see the reunion.
And then I want to know why this bitch called 911 afterwards.
Because she knew she couldn't fight.
Like, Bravo security is there.
Right. And there's probably police at the scene. They probably just were like, cat fight, break it up, wasn't nothing serious.
Like, I just feel like...
That's whack. Key's a punk-ass bitch. Like, I don't care what nobody say.
You called the cops with all that shit you were talking.
You done called Phaedra, Phony Fei. You done talk shit about Candy.
You done told this bitch she had an arranged marriage and she wanted to be her man's beard. And you mad that she went upside your head?
Girl, all them girls been ready to whoop your ass for a long time now. I know they was all happy, bitch. That's why she called the police, because ain't nobody have her back.
Well, apparently, first there was a rumor going around that she brought dildos for Porsha, and then that was why Porsha got mad. But apparently the bitch was just acting crazy during the whole fucking show, and everybody was ready to go in on that bitch, and Porsha just happened to snap.
Because she got a lot going on. But then they tried to say, of course, drag Porsha through the dirt, why don't you? Porsha's just trying to do this to remain relevant, and because she's apparently supposed to be getting the boot from the show.
Now, what I say about that is, if it keeps her on the show, not fucking Porsha, Kenyon does all that drama and bullshit to stay on her show. So if Porsha going upside Kenyon's head keeps her on the fucking show, because she's defending herself, because potentially Kenya was popping off at the mouth.
Well, she did two things: defend herself and did what everybody else wanted to do a long time ago.
And not to mention, thus far, Nene sent well wishes to Porsha. Nene will let it be known whose side that she's on. Right. So clearly, Kenya did some fuck shit that pissed off everybody, because nobody's going in on Porsha. Everybody's really, really quick to go in on whoever it was that really, really started it. And if, Kenya really didn't deserve it or whatever have you. I just want to see it.
That just about wraps it up, you guys. It has been so much hanging with you guys.
Bitch, it's down there 12 o'clock in the morning. Damn it.
It is almost on tomorrow. I know thank the Lord, we ain't gotta work tomorrow. And on top of that, I am not feeling 100% right now. I completely apologize. I am just like really out of it, really under the weather right now.
You guys, I have to like publicly apologize to Jasmine. I've been an asshole all day. I have. And it's because, fuck it. I'm a woman. It's my time of the month. Not right now. I still have another week. I'm that type of woman where it's like the week before, I gain weight. I get really, really bad cramps. Like, some of you women probably understand. I get cramps in like the side of my groin. Like, the shit hurts hella fucking bad. Like, I think I sat down at work today for about 30 minutes. Like, shit was horrible. And my mood switches to a point where I can't control it. It's like I try to control it, but it's like a quick, it's like a Scorpio switch. It's just like,
that's when you learn.
And then it turns right back off.
That's when you learn how to pay these girls. Girl, I paid it. It's nothing, girl. I don't feel good, girl. I can't do this with you right now. I had to tell this bitch today. I never said this to you. I was like, bye bitch. Bye. I'm hanging up, girl, because I can't do you right now, girl.
Yeah, she did. I was like, I don't remember what the fuck I was saying, but she was like, bye bitch. Bye. I was like, okay. And then I think about it, I'm like, okay, I was being an asshole today. But the difference is being able to recognize if you was being an asshole.
And being able to admit it. You know.
I admit that I have my moments. I'm not perfect.
No, but hopefully next week. No, I know by next week I'll be back in action. And we'll be having tequila and all.
Yeah, this week is... I'm kind of happy that we had red wine. I really wasn't
in the mood for
tequila this week.
Yeah. But girl, I did want to take a drink.
I did.
Because I was being tried at work today. Once again, I wasn't feeling good. I was tried at work today. Again. And I just was like, okay, ain't nobody got time for this shit.
Don't even make me start talking about that bitch at work today.
So I was trying to have a drink after work. And why don't do that? Why don't do it?
Because the issue with this type of day, if we would have had that tequila bottle, we would have had to go out tonight.
Ooh, that would have been fun. But I can't be hopping and coughing and hawking and shit all over the fucking club.
Bitch, pay some shit. Every time I come in the house,
you see your fat ass sitting there hawking and coughing and shit all over every goddamn thing, keeping my baby sick. I was really mad at that bitch. I was mad.
I was at the gym and I watched that part again, and I'm like in the middle of doing my exercise, and I just started rolling. She's like, every time I come in the house, you just, and I was like,
that was a real emotion. She tried it. She tried it.
Yeah, she did.
But it's been so real. I'm Jazzy M.
And I am your girl, Janae Besa. And as always, you can check out Jazzy.
You can find me on Instagram, Jazzy M Juice, or you can find me on Twitter at Jazzy M Juice.
And you can hit me up at Janae Besa on Instagram and Nay Besa on Twitter. And also make sure that you check out our Facebook page, The Justified Juice. And we will have links to, all of the songs, albums, and videos that we may have talked about today for artists like Feasible the Germ, Dante Peace, Il Chris. I'll also even put a link to Gift of Gab's new album down below.
Girl rap.
Yes, we will. And as always, we have to, do a very big shout out to C-Spot for letting us use this room, and shout out to our new Go Juice Radio family.
Go Juice Radio family. This should be fun.
You guys got the tequila girls on your damn thing.
It's starting on Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de
You
Mayo,
have
y'all.
a problem. And any artist that we talk about here on our YouTube channel, we definitely will be potentially bringing them on our show. They'll be enjoying our fuck shit. Just
I
like
have a
you
piece
will.
of hair that is just doing something crazy.
I know. I hate when that shit happens.
It's like, where is it?
When it gets caught to your necklace, that's the one that I hate.
Sorry, I interrupted.
Bye, guys.
We'll talk to you guys
Fucking
later.
a lot of niggas. Is that his baby anyway?
Well, damn.
Cause these bitches ain't loyal. When I was there for you. Look at what you put me through. When that bitch just want a check from you. Cause these niggas ain't loyal. Oh.
I kind of know what it's like. As far as military life goes, I don't have the whole story of how it goes, but I done seen some crazy motherfuckers. And in boot camp, you're just coming in. Mm-hmm. You was crazy before your ass got here. We had a guy that we put on suicide watch. He just was getting up in the middle of the night, charging his weapon in the kill zone. Just charging it all night long. Nah, bruh.
Nigga, you need to go home.
He needs to get the hell out of my bed. Because he's not killing me today. He ain't killing me today. So they took his shoestrings. They took his weapon and all this other shit.
But Send him home.
No, girl. They had him walking around with the people. With the soldiers. Girl. I'm like, why didn't he get discharged yet?
I don't
Why is he not on Well, he was on suicide watch. But, girl, the look in his eye, he was crazy. Yeah. I mean, just overall, I feel like you got to be damn crazy to join the military anyway. They should have known his ass was going to do something like that.
That's all the fuck I'm saying. Most definitely, condolences to the families that lost people. I'm sick of kind of having to say this shit every goddamn week.
Every week. More and more shit keeps happening. That's just the crazy world that we live in, though.
It is.
And people ain't got no damn sense. People don't know how to stay to yourself. You was going to a psychiatrist. How come you didn't tell that brother that you was ready to kill somebody? I'm just trying to figure out why didn't that question come up, or if it did come up, bitch, you ain't
you to court. We don't get to lock you up. The families don't get anything. You killed yourself. We don't even really get a real reason for what happened. At this particular point, it literally ends up becoming a thing of, okay, we have to talk to your wife because apparently you had a fucking wife. We have to talk to your family members and the military and the psychologists to figure out what they're going to say was going on with you because you offed your damn self before we could ask you.
But what's crazy about those kinds of things is usually they always have this story like they were a really good kid and we don't understand why they would do something like this. And you know what I mean? Like, no, I guess nobody ever really knows where their head's really at before they kill all these people or something like that.
In this particular case, we have Millie, who apparently was the one that did, I guess, like his psychotic or whatever, did his evaluations or whatever have you. They said he was being evaluated for post-traumatic stress disorder. He self-reported traumatic brain injuries. And then, however, he wasn't wounded in Iraq. He was being treated for behavioral problems and anxiety, plus a number of other psychological issues. That to me is saying that you knew you motherfuckers had a nut job and you just let his ass roam free with a fucking gun. That's ridiculous.
Right.
And I understand that on the news they're talking about, oh, he never went to Iraq. That doesn't fucking matter.
It really doesn't matter.
He's still in the training. He's still dealing with the crazy shit that you guys have them doing.
No, but what's crazy, okay, so I went to boot camp, and nobody wants a cold, but if it is a cold, because I'm like, what allergies messes up your energy like that? Like, my energy is just draining out. I had some Zyrtec. I had some Allegra. Ain't it called Allegra? I had some Allegra. Only thing I didn't touch is that Benadryl, because we know about that Benadryl.
I can do Benadryl, but my allergies are so fucked that I take so much goddamn medicine. It doesn't even matter. Y'all didn't hear that.
Y'all didn't hear that.
Anywho, so I am definitely your girl, Janae Besa.
And I'm your girl, Jazzy M.
And as always, this is Justified Juice TV.
Justified Juice TV.
So let's get the, I guess you could say, sad things out the way.
I call it a little bit more crazy shit that happens in our United States of America. Mm-hmm.
Ironically, on a military base called Fort Hood, of all goddamn places, apparently it's in Texas, this guy by the name of Ivan Lopez decided to shoot up the bitch, kill 3 people, and then kill himself afterwards.
What I don't like about that is how come when everybody, just because you're feeling suicidal, that don't mean that you have to take other people out with you, okay? If you want to kill yourself or if you want to die, don't take the cowardly way out after you just killed all those people. You know what I mean? That just to me is not fair. Nobody gets closure.
That's my main thing. It's like we don't get to take.
Still no fucks given.
Right there.
I was at work today.
Oh shit.
And this girl comes in, and she was like, "Oh, today's my birthday. Oh, happy birthday!"
Okay. you want to kill yourself or if you want to die, don't take the cowardly way out after you just killed all those people. You know what I mean? That just to me is not fair. Nobody gets closure.
You do so many things so many times and you get so many chances. Eventually, you gonna catch that one judge that's over the bullshit. They're like, do you see this rap sheet?
Like, Kenya talks all this shit about how she twirls for breakfast and what is she doing? She's from Detroit. But bitch, you are not about that life that you speak of. I want to start off by saying I'm a little under the weather today. So if you catch some sniffling or if you catch some droopy eye-ish things, it's that reason. It's not because I'm high. It's not because I'm drunk. It's not because of anything like that. Girls just don't feel good.
Which happens, you know, it's like
it happens.
Over here it's sunny, then it's rainy, then it's windy, and it just really jacks with your allergies. And it's gotten to a point where I'll think I'm sick, but it's really bad allergies. Like, it's serious right about now.
But what's crazy is I've never been like the one to have the allergies and stuff every year. So I'm like, I'm hoping it's allergies. You said it came up. So if the question didn't come up, why didn't you ask the question?
And seeing that they did know that he self-diagnosed himself with some fucking brain shit, y'all should have been really watching his ass.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like that was another situation, like I said a couple weeks ago, where somebody was being negligent, potentially lazy. Maybe they were more worried about somebody else, but they should have been worried about the motherfucker that just killed himself yesterday.
Wow.
That shit happened yesterday afternoon, if I'm not mistaken.
Pathetic.
So, shit happens, I guess, but
happen.
Let's hope things get just a little bit better.
Obviously, and condolences to all the families out there. All right, getting into some strictly local shit. Local shit, and we will start off with none other than the Juice Girls.
Of course!
We have a real nice little treat for you all.
So what we have going on here, starting May 5th, ironically, Cinco de Mayo, we will be on Go Juice Radio. So it happens to be, and technically an online podcast, but you can actually listen to it on TuneIn. So if you download the TuneIn app on your phone, it's like TuneIn Radio and all, like, swipe across what the fuck that shit's spelled like. And you'll essentially be able to listen to us on Mondays at 8 a.m.
from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And that's every Monday. We'll have fuckery, we'll have celebrity, we'll have local, we'll have everything you want